All right, it's Saturday. We're close to firing this thing up here. Pretty much, I think all we got to do is put the stove pipe on it, connect it to the chimney, and got to do a little maintenance on the draft meter over there. Right now it's reading very minus, and there's nothing connected to it, and it's level, so it's been there for years, so it's probably time to put some juice in it or something. This morning we shut off the Van Wert in the basement, and we're pumping all the heat out of it right now. We'll wait till both boilers are down below 80 degrees, according to the boiler temperature sensor. This one is 103 degrees right now. So we'll wait for a while on that. See if we can get a good shot of our new ashing setup here, which is, well, this is the motor and the gearbox that we were using on the last boiler, but they were mounted right out here and stuck out to about here. So it wasn't a really nice kind of situation. So now it's all up under here. It's a little complicated. We got two chains to contend with rather than one here. And I hate chains. I was just wrestling with the chain to drive the auger. I got all kinds of links and everything, and I still pretty much on this one end up with a floppy chain. So the first Axeman I had, we had a chain floppy about like that. As long as you have the sprocket on the gearbox in the right position, it will just fall onto the auger sprocket. So I think we got that about right. This is the tension side, this is the slack side. So hopefully that works, because it's really bad if it doesn't work, because if the chain rides up the auger, off a tooth, what it can do is it's got enough force that it can actually bend the shaft on the gearbox, which we don't want to do. Let's see. Yeah, we could probably flip it on right now, see what happens. Well, maybe not. Oh, yeah. It won't come on right now because the stack temperature is really low, because there's no stack temperature. All right. Well, anyway, the other thing we did was down here in the ash pit area, we had a 12-inch piece of half-inch black iron pipe. See if we can get the camera to point up there. Yeah, no. So I took another piece and cut it down to 8 inches, and right now we just have the thermocouples just sticking out the end here. I know a lot of guys just hang the thermocouple in here, and I would imagine that gets it to respond better to ash temperature. So we're going to try it like that first, and it's a little bit further away from the cyclone cone. This is a 8-inch piece rather than the 12-inch piece. This is the barbecue thermometer that I use to manually monitor ash temperature, and it's a 12-inch. So with the original anthrostat and the piece that I had in here before, these were the same length. All right, so we're getting down to the point where we're going to fire this thing up. Just set the stovepipe on there. Got it kind of pounded into the chimney. So that's the stovepipe we made for it last year, so that should still be good. I took it off and got it all blown out. Oh, all the fly ash out of it and stuff. So what we're going to do right now is goop up the exhaust outlet on the top of the boiler. Because if you don't seal all the joints here somehow, then they will blow fly ash out of them and make a mess of things. So this should still all be pretty well sealed up, but our joint at the base down here at the Pope's hat is not 100% sealed at the moment. I mean, it has a stovepipe gasket on it and stuff, and the sealer from last year, but it needs to be sealed better than that if we don't want to leak fly ash out of it. There we go. That's pretty good. That should seal up nicely. The other thing you want to do is I seal where the transfer head goes into the boiler, just to keep it keep things kind of clean and not provide any draft opportunity for the coal bed to get out of the transfer head. All right, we're about ready to go here. Got some stuff to load in there to make fire with. Got my ash loading gadget. You stick this in the fire door, dump ash in the bigger part of the stovepipe, and it falls in there pretty well. Got some, looks like we've got some instant lake charcoal, and we've got some ash to dump in there. One thing we did at the last minute here, we'll see how well this works, is I put a piece of insulation between the roof of the firebox, which is the bottom of the boiler, and the temperature sensor. So theoretically, that should kind of block some of the boiler heat a little bit. I don't know. We'll see if that works. Whoops. Too much junk on the floor here. Almost fell over. Okay, well, let's get going. All right, we're ready. Got the torch. Let's see how well this works. Maybe they'll just smoke us out. Who knows? Now we leave it go for a while. Hard to tell, but I think something's going on in there. So maybe run for 10 or 15 minutes and come back and check it. Well, there you go. I was just sweeping up some of this mess here and I started hearing a roar. And I looked in the hole there and we got some fire going. Well, we did. Oh, here we go again. Let it breathe a little air. It doesn't have enough ash or anything in it to hold the door closed, so looks like it wants some air. So we'll let it breathe through the door a little bit. All right, fire. All right, about an hour and 15 minutes after we lit it. It's still not full yet. So, I mean, you know, the fire tube. So, yeah, I should have put more ash in it. That would have made things a lot easier. The ash temperature's starting to come down some. It was up right at about 200, now it's down to 190. So, starting to develop some ash on the bottom there. Got the auger running again. Put some more coal in it. Hopefully we don't have another major puff back or anything crazy like that. And I just propped the transfer head open a little bit here. Just let a little air in there. Since I'm feeding it. Crazy Axeman cold fire. I got the system loaded pretty good right now. I mean, got a few windows open in the house. A bunch of the radiators just cranked open. And this radiator's on. Just started a load of laundry. I got when that's done, I got a load of dishes in the dishwasher. That will do. And now that'll take the heat out of the boiler. Right now it's only at 117 degrees, so it will take a little while to, with that size of a fire, it'll take a little while to get it up to, I got the set point at 175 right now, which means it'll shut off on 180. So, yeah, well, we should be able to get a 2-hour run out of this and hopefully get it fed pretty well, so we can just leave it be.